how is everyone this evening? How are you? How is everybody? Hey Sue! Are we ready for a stretch? Are we ready for a stretch? Alright. Hey Beth! How'd you do? Hey Jeanette! Are we ready for some stretch time? Stretch time! I know, that's exactly what I was thinking, Nikki. How are ya? How are ya? Oh yeah, me too. I'm feeling a bit. Oh, Happy New Year, baby! Good eat. Yes, everyone's ready for a stretch, which is super cool. Oh, there's no nicer feeling, is there, Sue? It's the nice feeling. Hey Helen! Hey Nish! Oh yes, good. So we're gonna do hip. I hope you're all well also. So we're gonna focus on hips and spine. However, we are gonna do full body as well. So I'm just gonna lift this a bit just so you can see my arms when I'm breathing, etc. So I'm gonna start off with a couple of salutations. Get us really nice. Yeah. Oh yes, Helen, I like your style. Definitely. Oh yes. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put the music on and we're just going to do a little bit of breathing, a little bit of basic stretching to get ourselves a little bit warmer. And then I'll put the, oh hey Rose, hey Fred. I'll get the music on, and what we're going to do is, so Pilates interval, yoga intervals is basically intervals of 1 minute. We do little combinations, little salutations, that kind of thing. Today it's focused on the hips and spine, but it will encompass the whole body, okay? And hopefully you'll feel super relaxed and super chilled at the end of it. That's the aim of the game, okay? Oh yeah, Arthur's he's just going to sit and watch us today. Just going to sit and watch us. So first of all, I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes just getting us into our into a good headspace. Alright, good. So all I want you to do first, hey Tracy. He's keeping it on check. Well, up until about like 20 minutes ago, we was like cuddling, having spoons, and he was fast asleep dreaming in my arms. So he's not happy that I've had to get up and about. He's actually fuming. Aren't you? Do you want a drink? Go on then. Go on then. Oh yeah, you can't beat a good Arthur cameo. Frankie's over there, so I bet she makes an appearance tonight. So first of all, guys, I want you to lift your chest up for me. Roll your shoulders back and down, and just let your body completely relax, okay? So just let everything become nice and loose, nice and free. Now take a really deep breath in. And I just want you to inhale, feel your chest really stretch, and then exhale, release. Hey babe. So as you inhale, I want you to feel your body expand, your ribs expand, and feel your lungs really fill. Breathe in. Oops. Now this time just reach a bit higher with your arms. Exhale, come down. And again, breathe in. Deep breath in. Good. Now this time, keep your hands up, guys. I'm just going to step back a little bit. And I just want you to just lift your chest up and just look up to the sky. Oh, I felt a little plunk in my back there. Lovely start. And then just push forward. Round that spine. So really opening through your scapula, through your shoulder blades. And lift. Good. Now let go. Beautiful. And again, breathe in. Now this time, I just want you to swan dive down. Come to a nice forward bend. Now don't worry about touching the floor if you can't. Just let your body hang. If you can touch the floor, that's fine. But try and keep your legs nice and straight. Hey, handsome. And just let your body hang for a moment. spine. So push through the lower spine first. Slowly working through the middle of your spine. Working through the upper, the neck, the head. And then roll out. Just let it go. What's the matter? Good. And take a breath in. Now this time, guys, hands to prayer at the top. And just give me a little side bend. And then come to the center. Take it to the side. Just getting that waist nice and warm. And then I just want you to again look up to the sky. Baby back bend, just a tiny back bend on that one. And swan dive down. Good. Keep your legs straight to begin with. And that means if your arms have to hang, that's absolutely fine, don't worry. Can you do that? Oh, Arthur, no. Now bend your knees and slowly roll up. Very clever though. Very clever. I don't want you to pull that bad. Good. And release, guys. Release. Feet under hips. Now I just want you to slowly, guys, open, pushing your thumbs away and lifting your chest. And then just reach forward, open your back. Oh no. No. You're gonna hurt yourself. And again, we're just gonna push those thumbs back. Now just drop forward once more, guys. Now this time, I just want you to let your body hang nice and heavy. So let your body hang, stay there. I'm just gonna get some food for him because he's not gonna leave me alone. This. Nikki, would you just shout out that you need some food? Come on, little man, this way. Come on. Go get the chicken. Sorry, he wants food, but he wants me to feed him. He does this all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna. It's all right. He just wants me to feed him. I'm his feeder.
Come on, Squidge.
Right.
I'm gonna.
Come on. Oops. Big animal cameo today. Mummy's gonna feed you, okay? He's petrified. Right, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Okay, so our first salutation, we're just gonna start with a nice simple one, okay? So feet around hip width apart. And we're going to breathe in. Oh, I know, Raj told me about it. Swan dive down. Now bend your knees. Now step back, right leg. Rise up. Good. And you want to feel that nice stretch to the front of your hips straight away. Come down. Now place your right hand on the floor next to your left foot. And then you're going to open your left arm out to the side. That's it. So don't worry about the depth or anything just yet. We'll get there soon. I know, baby, he's so funny. And rise up. He just likes me to feed him because I feed him every day. So when Nikki tries to feed him, he has a panic attack. And then we're just going to come down. Now step back.
4, 3, 2.
So just stay in downward dog for just 10 seconds with me, guys. Push your heels down to the floor, hips nice and high, chest forward. Now we're just going to slowly walk our hands back to our feet, and we're going to roll up.
Get ready.
Walk back to the front of your mat. This time we're going to go back on the left leg, okay? So feet around hip width apart for me. Shoulders back, chest lifted.
3,
Set yourself.
2,
Breathe in. Now we're going to step back left. Come down. Good. Now we rise through. Feeling that stretch in the hip flexor nice through the front of your hip. That's it. Good work. Now we come down. We place our left hand next to the inside of the right foot. Pull your shoulder back and open.
Halfway there.
Take nice deep breaths, everybody. Again, don't worry about the depth, we're going to get there soon. Now step back into downward dog. So you want to push your heels to the floor, push your hips nice and high, push your chest forward, pushing your palms into the floor.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now just stay here for a few more moments. Good. Now we're just going to walk our hands back to our feet. We're going to slowly roll up through our spine. Take your time with the roll up, shoulders back. Now walk to the front.
Ready.
Now this time we're going to add some depth and we're going to get a little bit lower into our lunge, okay? So start with your feet around hip width apart again.
4,
Shoulders back.
3,
Good.
2,
Breathe in.
1.
Now we're going to step back with the right leg. Right leg goes back. Now we're getting a bit more depth here, so I want you to keep upright, sink lower, try and get 90 degrees. Now I want you to push forward with your hips, and then you're going to rise up with your arms, you're going to look up to the sky. That's it, beautiful. Now bring your hands down to the floor, keep your depth. Now you're going to bring your left hand on the inside of the foot, and you're going to open your right arm this time. So the same arm as leg that is back. Pull your shoulder back. Breathe into it. Now slowly close. Hands down. Step back.
4, 3, 2.
So just get into that downward dog position. Beautiful. Push your heels down. Breathe. Slowly walk your hands back. Now we're going to slowly roll up through our spine. So push in through your lower spine.
Ready.
Working through the middle of your spine. To the upper shoulders, head. Now walk to the front of your mat. Good.
4,
Are you ready? We're going to go on the left. Breathe in. Now step back left. Now take a moment here, okay? Let's sink lower. So we want to get that knee to 90 if we can. We push forward through the hip flexor and we rise, we look up to the sky. Beautiful. So feel that lovely stretch through the hip flexors now. Now bring your hands down. Place the right hand on the inside of the leg and then open the left. So we're opening on the inside of the hip this time. Gorgeous. Good work, guys. Now close in. Take a moment and step back.
3, 2.
Now lift those hips high, push those heels down, take nice deep breaths. Good work, guys. Now walking your hands back, take your time to roll up. Okay, we're going to change the combination. So pull your shoulders back, chest lifted. Back to the front of your mats for me once more. Good.
4,
Drink when you need to.
3, 2, 1.
Now, we're going to take the left leg back, but not as far back as we did with the lunge. Now, you're going to place your foot on a slight angle. Your front foot is facing forward, okay? So you're at a nice angle. Now, I want you to sink forward into that front leg, here, and then bring your hips to the front. Now, we're just going to rise through, looking up to the sky, opening through our chest, strong as we can.
Halfway there.
Now, I just want you to lengthen your front leg, drop your body forward, resting your chest against your thigh. So if you can get your chest all the way to the thigh, that is great. And I want you to breathe through it. Breathe through it. Really start to feel the length through that hamstring. Good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now turn that foot. Step together. Now stay in forward bend for me here. Start to get a bit more length through that spine. And then in your own time, let's roll up.
Get ready.
Gorgeous. Now this time I'm going to go back on the right. So remember, it's not that far back. It's more like a triangular shape. So just take a breath in for me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Step back right leg. So the back foot is on an angle. Your front foot is facing forward. You then want to bring your hips facing to the front. And we're just going to bend that knee. And we're going to reach up to the sky. And you should feel the front of your hip really open here. It's beautiful, open and stretched due to the twist on that leg. Really nice. Breathe in.
Halfway there.
Use your breath, guys. Now lengthen that leg and drop forward. Now if you can, your aim is to get your chest towards your thigh. Nice deep breaths, guys. Feel the length through your hamstring here.
3, 2,
Step together. Now this time I just want you to wrap your arms around, pull your chest in a little more. And release. Roll up.
get ready.
Ooh, beautiful. Now, facing forward to me. Step wide. Preparation.
4,
Shoulders back, chest up.
2,
Now, take your right leg, turn the foot away. Keep your left foot facing forward. Keep your hips facing centered. Keep your chest proud. Now sink into your right knee. As you sink in, I want you to open. So you should feel an opening in your hip here as you pull the knee back into the ground. Now shoulders back, arms out. Nice and long. Breathe and sink. The breath is going to help you with the depth. So really think about the breath. Think about the depth. Now can we take it across? Not too deep. We're going shallow with the arms, deep with the knee. Pull your shoulder blade back, looking up through the middle finger. Beautiful. Now reverse that. Rise, but don't lengthen the leg. Now this time, you want to push a bit more. Look up. So feel that beautiful stretch moving down through the front of your body. Gorgeous. Now release. Turn the foot back in. Set yourself back up. Preparation. Shoulders back, chest wrap, nice and high. Breathe. Take the time to breathe.
3,
Now turn the foot out. So you're turning your left foot, your right foot is facing forward. You're then going to sink into that left knee. As you sink in, you want to keep opening so you get that stretch here, right in the middle of your hip, and get as low as you can. Now shoulders back, arms up. Can we go lower? Breathe. Make sure you lock your shoulder blades in, your chest is proud and high. Beautiful. Now shallow arms. As we reach up, we don't need to go full depth because we want to really focus on the hip here more than we do the arms. Now keep pulling that right shoulder back, keep the arm high and strong. Breathe in. Now slowly guys, we're just going to reverse that, we rise up. Now your should feel stretch moving down through the front. Now can we sink into it? Look up through the fingertip. Breathe. And center yourself.
Get ready.
Now both feet facing forward here, guys. I'm going to go side on, just so you can see what we're going to do next. Now keep both feet facing forward.
4,
Keep chest up,
3,
abs switched on. Take a breath. Now, we're going to tilt from the hips. So keep your arms high. You're going to bend from the hip. And you're going to reach forward. So your back should be super flat. Your arms graze your ears. And your fingertips reach out ahead. And breathe. Now drop down. Take your feet a little bit wider. Get a little bit lower. Now this is a really nice soft hip stretch. It's going to allow your hips to start relaxing, start opening, and also really nice for the lumbar spine. So really nice for the lower spine. It diffuses the compression. Really nice for a nice relaxation as well. Really nice relaxation stretch.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now breathe in, guys. I want you to stay here. Stay here. So we're letting the spine decompress. We're allowing the hips to open. And we're allowing the blood to rush to the head, oxygenated blood, which is going to make us feel calm and relaxed. So one of my favourite moves. Breathe.
4, 3, 2.
Now walk your hands out in front. Now we're going to come to a flat back, but a lower flat back. So when we were upright, our arms were reaching. Now our arms are supported. So I want you to take your right hand in the centre, so you're looking straight down on your right hand. You're then going to pull your left shoulder and you're going to open it to the side. So really feel that stretch moving through the arm. Nice and big.
Halfway there.
Now slowly, guys, just going to close. Bring your hands back to a neutral position, and I just want you to push back into your hips. So you're pushing back into your hips, you're allowing your spine to lengthen, your arms to fully lengthen.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now we're just going to walk ourselves back to that nice decompressing position. So allowing your body to hang, allowing your head to hang.
Get ready.
And breathe.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Now walk your hands out slowly to that flat back once more. Now this time, guys, we take our left hand in the centre, so we're looking straight down, and we're going to pull our right shoulder and we're going to open up to the sky. Now keep pulling your shoulder back on this one. The more you pull it, the more you open it, the more you're going to feel that beautiful stretch through your shoulder, working through the chest as well. People who are in class this morning are going to need it.
Halfway there.
Breathe. And very slowly close in. Now bring your hands back to neutral, and we're just going to push back as far as you can into those hips.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
And relax. Okay, walking it back. Staying in this position. So nice and wide with those legs. Falling down into decompression.
Get ready.
Okay, this this next one's a really nice one for your spine as well, okay? So you can walk over to your right hand side. So walk your hands to your right hand side. Now you're going to take your left hand, place it onto the right foot. You're going to take your right arm, you're going to wrap it around your body, and you're going to look behind. Try to keep this leg, so try and keep your right leg as straight as you can as you twist and look to the back. Get maximum twist through the body. And breathe it out.
Halfway there.
Now slowly guys, just come to the centre, unravel yourself. I just want you to sink into the right leg for me, so bend your right knee and then walk to the left, and we're just going to counter that stretch now.
3, 2, 1.
Just take a moment to counter that stretch. So you're really leaning away into the right leg as you pull away with your arms to the left. And come back to the centre, relax, take a moment, take a moment.
Ready.
Let your body hang nice and heavy. Now let's walk over here to the left hand side. You're going to place your right hand onto your left foot. You're then going to take your left arm and you're going to wrap it around your body and look to the back. Now try your best to keep your left leg straight if you can. If you need a soft knee, there's no shame in it. Relax into it, everybody, relax into it. Now slowly unravel yourself, and you're going to bend your left knee as you walk your arms to the right and counter the stretch.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So really bend that knee, allowing your arms to really reach out and away from the hip. And release. Okay. Slowly make your way to your knees. Oh, if you need a bit of extra cushioning, you can roll your mat up, or you can even put an actual cushion under your knees. Oh. Just breathe. Take a moment, relax. There's no rush. So we're just going to relax onto our knees. If you want to sit down, you can sit down. It's absolutely fine. So I'm just going to sit on my knees like this. But if you want to relax onto your bum for just a moment, that's absolutely fine. I just want you to lift up, guys. Pull your shoulders behind, lace your fingers, and just push down and away. Keep your chest up. Allow your head to fall forward. That's it, just get a really nice stretch down to the top of your spine here. Release. Good. Good. So that's just starting onto the top of your spine. Okay. Because we want to work everything from the neck all the way to the lumbar. We've done a bit of lumbar, we're doing a bit of upper, and we're going to do the middle of the spine after this. But first, I want you to bring one leg forward. Okay? So we're going to go into a nice hip flexor, hip opener. So I just want you to get comfortable. You should have a nice 90-degree angle and be able to lean into it, okay? So just place one hand down and just push forward into your hip flexor. Now you're just going to rise through with me, looking up to the sky. Feel a beautiful length moving through that hip flexor, right through the front of your hip. Opening your chest. really good way. You've been doing lots of walking, so you need it. Now rise back up into that hip flexor stretch for me, everybody. And can we sink a bit lower? Let's really feel that hip flexor. Look up. Get the full stretch from chest to hip flexor. Beautiful.
4,
Now this time, bring both hands again onto the inside. And you're going to tuck your back toe and you're going to lift. Now, as you do this, I just want you to breathe and just bend your elbows slightly. I'm just going to face forward so you can kind of see what my elbows are doing as well. So when you're in this position, I just want you to bend your elbows a little and try and get your shoulders in line with your knee, okay? So the aim of the game is to get your shoulders in line with your knee. But don't worry if you can't get that low. And also, if you need to put your knee down, that's fine as well. It's your workout, remember that, okay? Now slowly, guys, just bring that knee down. Slowly lengthen. And then we're just going to bring that leg around.
4,
Ooh. Sit
2,
back.
1.
So good. Okay. So we're going to bring the other leg forward now, switching sides. Your hips should be starting to feel nice and open. That's what we're going for. So take a breath in. Lift that chest open through the ribs. Release. Now bring your other leg forward in preparation.
3,
Good.
2, 1.
Now I want you to push forward into your hip flexor. Rise up. Oh, same here, Beth. Absolutely. So we're just sinking into our hip flexor. So right in the front of your hip here. So your hip flexor runs along the front of your leg up here to your hip. It's a really important muscle. It allows us to walk, it allows us to move, it allows us to be agile, climb. It's a very supportive muscle, so it does get very, very tight. If you do a lot of cycling and swimming, swimming and walking are the three things that tighten it up. So imagine it's like an elastic band and it gets wound, wound, wound. So this is very important. Now bring both hands down, let your knee open so you can see the bottom of your foot there and your hips are just nice and relaxed. So allow your knee to fall out as far as you can.
3, 2,
Just stay in this position for me, hold strong. Nice deep breaths, everybody. Oh, my hips definitely needed this. They feel so tight. Now slowly, guys, bring that leg in. And we're just going to walk back, getting ready to go back into that hip flexor stretch. So take a breath in. Rise through, rise. Looking up to the sky. Feeling the stretch through your hip flexor now. Now we're going to bring both hands again onto the inside. We're going to tuck that back toe, we're going to lift up. Now this time I just want you to bend your elbows, guys. So your aim is to get your shoulder in line with your knee, but it's not a necessity, it is just an option, okay? So don't worry if you can't do that. Stay strong. If you need to drop to your knee, drop to your knee.
4, 3,
Now,
2, 1.
relax, slowly bring it around. Okay, we're going to transition. Now we're going to continue with the hips for just one more round. So we're going to do one more round on the hips, and then we're going to start moving into your back a bit more intensely, okay? So this is the nice final sort of main hip. The hips are still coming into it, but this is a hip focus. So So when you're ready, come into a plank position for me.
2, 1.
Now, soften your knees. And you're going to bring your left foot to your left hand. Your right foot to your right hand. You're then just going to sink your hips down. Okay, once you're in this position, I want you to adjust your feet to get your heels and toes onto the floor. Now bring your hands to prayer. Bring them in and push your elbows into the crease of your knees, and then try and lift your chest up and flatten your back.
Halfway there.
And smile. Keep on breathing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Great stuff, guys. Okay. Take your arms behind. Take a seat. Okay, so we're going to do some back counter stretches, okay? So we're going to do a stretch one way, and then we're going to do the counter stretch, and that's how we're going to work it to really decompress each section from your top spine to your lumbar, all the way through the thoracic. We're going to try and decompress every section, okay? So we're going to do lots of decompression work now. Now come on down onto your back. Okay, so in order to decompress your spine and all your clavicles and all your cervicals down your spine, we've got to, not your clavicles, your cervicals, we have to do counter stretch. So like, it's like this, forward, back, and that allows all the toxins to release. It allows your back to become free. So just keep your feet nice and flat to the floor. We're going to tilt our hips, we're going to roll up. We're going to squeeze our bum. We're going to come into a nice bridge position. So this is the counter stretch of a plow position, which we're going to do next. Because this way you are pushing your spine upwards, you are getting an arch in your back, and it is pushing up to the sky. Now when we go into the counter stretch, you're going to go up and over, and that's going to do the complete opposite of the shape we've got now. And that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep doing counter stretches, okay, to really allow your spine to release. So squeeze that bum, keep it up.
2, 1.
Now slowly roll from the top to the bottom of your spine, back to the mat. Now really quickly before we go into plow, if you don't want to go into plow, if you see it and you don't feel comfortable, go into a forward bend, because this is the same. Your spine is still in a counter stretch, okay? So don't worry if you don't feel comfortable with plow. Forward bend like this and just stay there. Keep pushing your chest forward, okay? Now if you want to come with me into plow, bend your knees, hands on the floor, you're going to lift your hips and you're going to roll and take your legs up and over. Now in this position, guys, you want to be on the fleshy part of your back, so you're not stretching on you're not pushing too much pressure on the head and neck here. It's all about the top of your spine, okay, the fleshy part of your back. So right where your shoulder blades are, that's where you should be resting. If you are any further up, I just want you to roll forward slightly and release off a little bit. Now, if you don't feel comfortable in this position, a seated forward bend is the perfect alternative, okay? So just sit on your bum, lean forward, pushing your chest towards your thighs. So in this position, the thighs are coming to the chest. In the forward bend, your chest is going to the thighs, okay? So it's really nice.
3, 2, 1.
Now I'm going to come out of this nice and slowly, placing your hands down, rolling from the top to the bottom of your spine into the mat. Now we don't want to rush that. Take your time and lengthen. Now we're going to go back into the bridge, but we're going to intensify the bridge this time, okay? Just take a moment. There's no rush.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now just bend your knees for me. That's it. Now we're going to slowly start to tilt our hips and come to that bridge position. Now once you're in bridge position, place your hands on your waist. You're going to walk your elbows underneath that body and using your palms to support support your body. I want you to squeeze your butt and then push your hips as high as you can, okay? It's all about pushing those hips up on this one and really getting a bend through that spine. Really get a nice bend and squeeze, bend and squeeze. Breathe into it, guys, breathe into it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Very slowly, let's release. Oh, so good, so good. Okay, so we're going to go into that plow once more. And when you, like I say, if you don't want to go over, it's a forward bend, okay? It's a forward bend and that is absolutely fine. Forward bends are fine. Woo! You should feel a bit loosey this time you go over. Place your hands next to your sides, knees up. Now, lift your hips, then support once you're up, and then slowly take your feet all the way there. Now, with this, guys, again, remember, we're on the fleshy part of the back, we're not on the neck and head, and we are relaxing our body onto it as much as we can.
Halfway there. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now very slowly, don't rush this. You're going to roll from the top to the bottom of your spine, back into the mat. And even if you were doing forward bend, the same applies. Nice and slowly, rolling back down. Ooh.
Ready.
Breathe.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now hook those knees in, guys. Give them a big squeeze. And then push them up to tabletop position. Take your arms out by your sides. And we're just going to slowly let our knees drop to one side. Now before it touches down, you want to slowly take it to the other side. Nice and slowly, nice and controlled.
Halfway there.
So really take your time with this one, guys. Take your time. Breathe into it, breathe into it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now come to the centre and give it a really big squeeze and a little rock from side to side, just massaging that lower back. Gorgeous. Now we're just going to lengthen our body out and just breathe in, breathe out. So just take a couple of deep breaths here.
4,
Feeling your body expand
2,
and then exhale.
Your workout is complete. Well done.
Perfect. Now place your hands on your thighs. I'm going to slowly roll up. Take as much time as you need to a seated position. Now, that was really, really good, guys. That was so good. I hope you feel nice and relaxed. I hope your hips feel nice and open. Your spine feels nice and relaxed. What I will say is when we do counter spine stretches, it does sometimes release some toxins that can lead to a bit of a headache. So I always like to give people a warning. It doesn't always happen, but if you are quite tight in your spine and then we release all the tightness, it often does release toxins. So just drink a lot of water, it'll flush it out, you'll be absolutely fine. So drink a good litre of water in the next hour or so and you should be absolutely fine, no headaches, okay? So just take a nice deep breath for me. Slowly exhale. Perfection. Now I'm going to go and check if Arthur's eaten because he was in a right state with himself. Oh, come on, Beth. Brilliant. Oh, me too, Raj. Me too. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Beth. It's not been the same without you. You've been missed. Oh, I love a plug as well. It's such a lovely move, isn't it? It feels amazing. Oh, yes, Roz. Yeah, that stretch was exactly perfect for people who do a lot of driving, actually. That stretch combination, this class, if you ever have a long drive again, this is the perfect class for people who drive a lot. Yay! Yeah, me too, Nisha. I feel exactly the same. Oh, thank you, Red. Thank you. Guys, have a great, great evening. Go and get some good food, drink lots of water, and Nikki will be back with you in the morning. Oh, you're very, very welcome. Oh, amazing, Helen. Yes, that's what I want. Yes, Tracy. Yes, Jeanette. Yay. Oh, brilliant, baby. Oh, do you know that's what it's all about? Helping is the main thing here. I'm so happy you feel relaxed. I'm so happy you feel stretched. Guys, have a great evening, and I will see you later in the week. Bye, guys. Amazing. Mwah. Oh, brilliant, Sue. You're very, very welcome. Good to have you, Beth. Have a great evening, everyone.